What's good, gaming? Fizzleman1 signing in here at Fizzleman Picks Lounge. We here in Fizzleman show based off of primetime games. Only time we see this section, voice, in this atmosphere talking about Fizzleman Picks and Fizzleman Picks Lounge. Fizzleman, Fizzle, Fizz and Friends Gaming, brought to you by EA Sports. Everything good over here. I hope everything good with y'all. We got this as the last game of the season. Truthfully, if you don't know Madden Stars is a game show matchup season, really sports, you know what I mean? When it comes to sports, we have sports here in Fizz and Friends Gaming, and yes, the NFL is one of them. And pretty much the NFL is where we compare to real life, and here Madden Stars you see in front of you. So in this current view, what we saw in real life, I believe none of these teams ever made it to the playoff. As I said, this is the last game of the season, week 17. None of these teams made it to the playoffs. I mean, I think they did. I don't really know. Yeah, I think so, but I don't think they made it to the Super Bowl. Pretty much the 49ers made it to the Super Bowls last year in real life. This year they didn't make it, as in real life we always do. But like I'm saying, the 49ers was there in this life. This Super Bowl we're going into real life, the Buccaneers won, beating down the Chiefs, who beat the 49ers last year. So history is taking a twist and a turn, and a bundle and a bus, and we making this shit look live. You feel me? Here in Madden Stars Fizzle Man Picks Lounge. And like that, in real life, what's going on? These two teams here in real life, Madden Stars, you know, Madden Stars, we got these two teams battling for a spot. Actually, reason why this is the last game, the last spot, low key, the division championship spot. So this is like a division championship game. Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, I believe they record subpar. If the 49ers win, I think the 49ers should go, because you know they beat the Seahawks. But if they do it based off of the points, I don't really know if the Seahawks scored more points than the 49ers. And then two, you know, they got the same records, but they do it based off of the record. So if she lost that game, they're gonna give it to the 49ers. So now, like, as that, this is that game. If the 49ers win, they take down the Seahawks, I believe so. And that's this matchup and storyline, as this is the last game in this time slot, as the previous games you saw in this season, which we call 2021, you feel me, 2021 season, 2021 season, but you know, it's 2020 season real life. We will say this is the 2020 season, you feel me? And pretty much yeah, let's just make this go, get this game going. Oh yeah, and give y'all more insight as we getting this game going and across, as we ready to go here in Fizzleman Picks Lounge. And you should know, as in Fizzleman Picks the 49ers, who actually birthed us, Jarvis Rose and Ronnie Ray, in Madden Stars. So the 49ers is like our home team. We really love them because they gave us a home. They actually had an open spot, and the time when we got in the undrafted slot, drafted slot, whatever, we didn't make it, but you know, we still made it to the league, and the 49ers is the thanks to that. Now moving across more, let's get this game going. But like I'm saying, we got new episodes, new shows coming through, not just Madden Stars. We here live. Madden Stars is low-key a game season show where we actually showcase highlighted players and actually primetime schedule season, just like real life NFL, and leading up to the Super Bowl and such. And yeah, This is here on Fizz and Friends Gaming, brought to you by EA Sports. We got more new episodes and new shows coming through, as we actually make more moves on making a new show we got coming through. And we got Fortnite Life coming back with more new episodes on that. So check that. New episodes on our profile. You will know when they come out. Check it out on our channel. You'll see when they come out. And pretty much this whole summer's gonna be lit. Let's get it going. You see the records, they matching Paul. Let's see what takes fall.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And such as such, we take a quick commercial break here, brought to you by EA Sports and Fizz and Friends Gaming. You know, anytime stick a little small break and such, you get the game back in motion. Then you know it's like a little commercial break. Taking it back, you may see the full game in full motion. You know how we do it live. Let's go.
Is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
32-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson's pass
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
There's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On first down, it's Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Wilson. Rush coming. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
1st and 10 of the 20.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now, these two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 8 catches, 84 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 of any...
since we talking about, hold on. Since we talking about history, brief commercial break. He's talking about history. Let's take a note. When I first started this, we actually was on the 49ers, like I said, but we actually made it all the way to the same, week 17. I don't think it was the same, but that, if you remark, it was like 2017. You feel me? Actually, 2017 season, but yeah, week 17 of that, we made it all the way to a chance to make it, but we didn't make it. So it was whatever. It was 8-8 record. So, just like this Jets 8-8, I'm gonna be lethal next year. Jarvis Rose, mark my word.
I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks. You're having a nice season.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the running game with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
McKinnon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
But nothing takes to start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Winds up and this is caught inside the 15.
That's good.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down up.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and...
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. This is Carson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Carson. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up.
Now it's Carson.
At the 21-yard line.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. And this.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
at the Niners.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ballgame.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
And not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Carson. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Jimmy Ward, their defense.
Throwing again. Wilson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To Will Dissly.
Will Dissly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And there's the total for the season. Of course, every runner wants to hit that 1,000-yard mark. He's going to need to turn up production a little bit if he wants to do just that.
And I think he'll get a lot of help because teammates want players to get to milestones. And 1,000 yards for any running back in the NFL, that's a milestone. And it reflects positively on the team, too, as well, when a person reaches that threshold. So he's not just out there running by himself. He'll get plenty of escorts, and I think guys will do a little extra blocking for him in this one.
And I'm guessing he knows what he needs to get to reach 1,000.
Any runner that tells you that he doesn't,
is lying.
Yes. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 34.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson.
Carson.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
Wilson on
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good to make it 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last This catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys are out in front as we get you back out to Santa Clara, where we rejoin Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk.
Complete to Brandon Ayuk. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mostert.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. This play is significant.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
The 22-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run with Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run with Mostert. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
49ers 13.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
To DK Metcalf. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw again is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wilson will throw again. And Olsen over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier. Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now, yard up to the 32. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7. And this is 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. But he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At their
to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
48-yard line.
Garoppolo again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 yards.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Handoff to Chris Carson.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing
now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Garoppolo's
Not much there, only a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there.
Mostert.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gold to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.